The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. No, the world is not collapsing. We're going to be okay. I know rates are up. We'll talk about what's going to happen in this market. We'll also go visit the coast. What's going on over in New Smyrna Beach? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Having debt can leave you feeling helpless. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Filing for bankruptcy may give you the power to lower or even eliminate the payments that have you living paycheck to paycheck. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your life.
This is a special offer from IQ Power Solar.
Stop paying high electric bills with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. And now it's never been easier. IQ Power Solar can give you immediate electric bill relief right now when you go solar. IQ Power Solar will reimburse you for your very next electric bill. Plus, if you're a first responder, IQ Power Solar will pay your program payment for the rest of the year. Call 407-585-1018 now or visit iqpowersolar.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, renter, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, with my attorney advice throughout the way. If you have any questions whatsoever during the program, Dallas Lehman is standing by to answer mortgage questions. Other people are standing by to answer any questions that you have. Phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400. Look, I read the news too. I know what's going on out there in the economy. We're in this together. I'm gonna tell you what's happening in the real estate world and what's going to happen. But first, the opening statement. The opening statement today is brought to you by our good friends over at Uplink. They're genius. Honestly, what they created is a genius program which really allows you to figure out where any open house is throughout the state of Florida. It's crazy. I love it. One of the best inventions I've ever seen in real estate. Gentlemen, tell me how you do it. I have no doubt in my mind the best new product in real estate right now is Uplink, and I'm so happy to be joined by their very, very smart founders. I mean, this is a great product. Barrett and Zach are here. So tell me what Uplink can do for me. I'm sitting at home right now. I want to buy a house. What does Uplink do for me?
So basically what we do is we take all the data every single day and we consolidate it and give open houses to every single person across Florida. So if you're in search for an open house, all you have to do is type in Orlando, you type in Tampa, Miami, and it's going to come up with every single open house for that day only, give you the time, the date. It's going to give you who's hosting the open house, pictures, and how you can get in contact with those people.
There are plenty of websites you can go to where you can find out what houses are for sale. There is only one app, one website you can go to find out where we have open houses all in one place.
Yeah, and every morning we scour to make sure that the properties that are on there are still live properties, because in today's market, it's hard to find property.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really one of the toughest things.
And it's not just for consumers. This helps real estate agents as well. This is a very good friend of real estate agents.
Yeah, what we want to do is we want to help real estate agents have an online presence for their open houses, because if they're going to do the work, they should get the benefit.
Yeah, totally agree. You can do yourself a favor. Visit Uplink. Download the very convenient app. I'm so proud of you guys. I can't wait to watch this thing totally explode. The best new product in real estate, without a doubt, is Uplink. All right, so real talk for a second. You know, we do this show together every single week. I'm so appreciative that you watch it, but you know what you're gonna always get from me is the honest truth. For the last 2 years, we've been like, oh my gosh, this is the best market I've ever seen. Things are great. The stock market took a little dip at the beginning of the pandemic, but otherwise really did well. If you have an investment account, you know what's going on out there. It's dwindling. If you read the news, you know that we talked last year at this time, this very time last year, about mortgage rates at 2.6%. If you saw the news today, you're seeing 6.2 on average on the 30-year fixed, and things are weird. They are. But what's going on in the real estate market in Florida? Is it going to follow the national trends, or is Florida a little bit different because we have so many people moving here? Is the market going to stay hot? That's what we're going to answer today. And we're also going to get a little relief from all this nonsense. We're going to go visit our friends over on the coast and see what it's like on the beach side as well. Those questions will be answered by asking real questions. Every Saturday here on You Have Real Estate, we answer real questions. And we ask those same questions to the truly trendsetting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Today on the program, repeat guest Brittany Gercken is here. Hello, Brittany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
And for the first time making her debut, it's Jamie Mason. Hi, Jamie. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, let's talk each other off the ledge for a second, okay? The economy's not good. It's bad. It's very, very, very bad. A lot of people are very scared. A lot of people are hurting. We have gas prices, all-time highs every single day. Stock market's terrible. The one thing that we've had is the real estate market has been fantastic. So even with everything absolutely horrendous around us, the real estate market has been very, very, very good. Are you seeing that change yet?
Not a whole lot. I think we're very fortunate being here in Florida and it being a destination that everyone around, especially the United States, but the world too, want to be here. Everyone wants to be here. So I think things may get a little harder for surrounding states before it does for us. Obviously, it's not great. Things are starting to, I would think, even out a hair as far as prices go. Things are starting to sit on the market a little bit longer, but nothing's changed too much yet.
Yeah, everyone goes to Fox News or CNN, you can play on both sides there, to get their news. And they're starting to see news articles saying that nationally the real estate market is taking a dip. Nationally. Do you think Florida's going to be a little bit behind in that because of the differences that we have here, the opportunities that we have here?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we have a little bit of an advantage over the rest of the nation. I mean, like I said, even through COVID, we were such a free state. We were such a place where everyone wanted to be because we didn't have all of this super strict COVID laws and mandates going on. So it's really just been, maybe we've made a name for ourselves and so many people want to be here, and I don't think we're going to suffer as much or as soon maybe.
Yeah. Now, Jamie, let me get to you. You guys do most of your work on the coast. So what sort of areas do you focus on?
So we're in New Smyrna Beach. So we focus on the coast all the way up from Ormond down to one of our listings is down in Cocoa Beach. We really sell that beach lifestyle.
Right.
We're living it, and so it's really easy to sell because we love it too. So
over the last couple of years in Central Florida or the Orlando area, I mean, you put a house on the market, you're going to have 25 offers within 2 or 3 days. Describe the market over coastally right now.
So I would definitely say that the market is potentially correcting itself a tad. I do think that we will be a little bit behind in comparison to the rest of the U.S. But whereas 3 to 6 months ago we were having 10 offers on a listing, it's more so 2 to 3 offers now. So they are sitting a little bit, days on market are a little bit longer versus before, but it's still very much a seller's market.
I know you're not a mortgage expert, and I get that, but I don't remember seeing mortgage rates ever skyrocket this quickly. I mean, it's happening right before our eyes very fast. Well, let's say that you're under contract with someone and the rates go up. I mean, how can that affect the transaction?
It definitely can, because it determines the buyer's buying power. If the interest rates tick up while you're under contract, you are potentially in a position where now your buyer isn't able to be approved for quite as much, which can also affect the transaction as a whole and their ability to get that clear to close at the end of the...
And Brittany, if you think about it, we were sort of overpaying at times. People are okay overpaying over the last year or two because the rates were at 2.5%. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it really becomes how much can we afford to pay for this mortgage every month? And when you get to 6.5%, are you starting to see maybe some families that are going to be priced out of the market it was fine when the market was going up as the rate stayed here, but now we have an upward market with the rates following. It can take a kind of big bite out of your buying power.
It definitely can, and unfortunately for some, it just makes that monthly payment go up quite a bit more than you were expecting for your price range, so it lowers it quite a bit. But at the end of the day, I think we do have to remember that even at 5 and 6%, that's still historically low for mortgage rates.
I agree.
So
I agree. No, it definitely is. I'm still bullish on this real estate market here. I really am. I don't want you to be scared. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to be honest with you. Here's kind of the difference that I saw. At the beginning of the year, rates were, I think, 3.2, 3.3 on average. If you buy a $400,000 house, your mortgage, at least PI, is $1,300. As where the rates are now, it's $1,900. So that's a $600 a month difference, which can price a family out. It is making a difference, but let's face it, if you're not going to buy, you're going to have to rent. So now compare that mortgage payment to rent. How are we looking, you think? How do they balance out?
Rent is unreal.
Yeah.
Rent is unreal. I mean, in Volusia County, for the most part, you can rent a 2-bedroom for $2,100 a month.
Is that right?
And I mean, it's all the 1,000 square feet. So
Yeah.
that's a struggle for a lot of people. A lot of people are having trouble because they can't quite get out of it, but their rent's been upped so much
Right.
that they're having to find somewhere else to live.
I mean, are you seeing a lot of landlords right now every year? Every year maybe it goes up $100 or $50 or something, but you must be seeing landlords really jack them up, huh?
A lot, yeah.
Very much so.
Even to $300 to $400 for like 1-bedrooms.
Yeah.
And so then it prices people out.
Yep.
And they have to move.
Look, I still think if you can buy, it's okay to buy right now. I don't see this market plummeting. I really don't see it going down. Do I see it leveling out? Of course I do. Look what's happened the last 2 years, and there's no way it can continue that upswing. But especially if you're going to live in this house for a while, or you're going to hold it for a while, there's nothing. It's still a great time to buy. I know that sounds crazy when you look at the interest rates, but I still think it's a very, very good time to buy. I would not be scared. So let's not freak out, right?
Right.
I'm trying to keep everybody calm here.
Don't panic. Everybody stay calm.
Now, something that will definitely keep us calm is 2 of the listings that you brought here that are over near the coast. We have Ormond Beach, and then we have Cocoa Beach. Brittany, you're going to do Ormond, I believe,
Yes.
right? Okay, so Ormond Beach, great little town. There's Ormond by the Sea. I lived there for a while, honestly. I love it over there. And it's kind of chill. You know what I mean? Tell me about this Bella Vita Way.
So it is a townhome. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. It's just over 1,800 square feet. It's a great place. Definitely one of those places where you can, stay and live there with a family. It's a great little community, or you can rent it out. As if you're an investor, you're looking for an income property. It's a great rental property as well. So it's definitely a great option. It's listed at $289, so it's definitely affordable.
Sure.
And as far as price per square foot goes, it's reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, your payment on $289, that's a really good price, honestly. I mean, in this market, $289 is a very, very good price. And I think
what you're getting for your money is great.
Now, if I bought this property, is this something that I could rent like on Airbnb short term, or is this a long term
It's
rental?
monthly minimum.
Okay.
So I mean, if you wanted to rent it out monthly, you could, but
Yeah.
it's not like nightly or weekly,
see.
which is good for the community.
Yeah.
It keeps things a little more calm, not so
Sure.
chaotic with so many people in and out.
Yeah, beautiful place. I would love to check that one out. If you'd like to see this property or you want to see anything on the coast, I will connect you with my friends from Buy the Sea Realty. How's Bianca, by the way?
She's great.
Tell her we said hello,
She's
please.
doing great. Will do.
407-205-0400. Now, Jamie, we're going down to Cocoa Beach with you. Tell me about North Atlantic.
So it's a 2-bedroom, 2 full bathroom ocean view condo. It's beautifully updated. The seller updated it top to bottom, didn't skimp out on any details. It also comes with an assigned garage, which is nice. It is detached, so you can either store your vehicle or your beach toys. It has amazing amenities. Royal Towers is known for their amenities. A pool, a spa, a full fitness center, sauna, pickleball courts. I mean, the list goes on. It's a gorgeous unit.
Oh, what's the price point on this one?
It is listed at $499.
Still not a bad place. What's going on in Cocoa Beach? I haven't been down there in a while. What's it like?
So it's got a little bit of a small beach town vibe, but it definitely has the ability for the restaurants and the shops and things like that. So you have that small town vibe, but also have the access to other things as well for fun.
I'd like to have a little debate with you guys, if you don't mind. And if you want to see this property, 407-205-0400. So I went from Daytona Beach for a few years, and then I moved to Ormond by the Sea. Now I'm in Palm Coast. And I think as I'm getting older, I'm getting more boring, and I keep going further north. I know you're a New Smyrna Beach fan. You love New Smyrna Beach, right? But Okay, but if we rank the cities over there on the East Coast, what, New Smyrna's number one, is that what you're going to say?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm biased,
You're
but
a
probably.
homer. You're a homer. What about you? Do you live in New Smyrna as well?
I do.
Wow.
I do. And I grew up there.
Did you?
I did.
Like from there?
Well,
Are you the last one?
I'm originally from Texas, but my
Okay.
family, I graduated from New Smyrna Beach High School. I grew up steps from the beach, so I really got to live the beach lifestyle growing up. But I'm very biased. I would definitely say New Smyrna.
Where did you grow up?
Connecticut,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Yes.
How long have you been down here?
12 years.
12 years. And in real estate, how long?
6.
6 years.
Yep.
Has it been a rewarding career for you?
It absolutely has. I love it. I've loved it from day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people I think out there are considering career changes or going through a career change. I mean, it is the great resignation, as they call it. But they think real estate is very easy. I'll work on Saturday, Sunday, and I'll party or go to the beach the rest of the week, do some surfing, which is bad because of sharks anyway. How do you be a successful real estate agent? What does it take?
The working on Saturday and Sundays is funny to me because there are some days that I wake up and I am working from the time my eyes open until I go to sleep.
Yeah.
You're working for your clients, and I think they say statistically that purchasing a home is one of the top 3 most stressful life events that someone will go through, whether it's buying or selling. And so I just like to be there for my clients and do the extra steps. So if I can do anything to make it easier for them, that I think is what's going to set you apart from all the other realtors.
Yeah, I think what Jamie said, and I'm around real estate agents or brokers all the time, so I know what it takes. I see the successful ones and I see the not so successful ones, and it is constant. It is on this thing nonstop. I mean, you don't answer a call for one of your clients. If you're the listing agent, you could have just lost a buyer right there. And you have to be constantly dealing with other agents, dealing with your clients, dealing with the vendors and construction people and title companies and mortgage companies. It takes nonstop effort to be successful in this business, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's no set hours. You're just working when you have to work.
Yeah.
You have to put the time in, and it's part of it.
Yeah, totally agree. All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll do the real estate roundtable. How was that?
Sounds good.
All right, quick break. When we get back, the questions from you on the real estate roundtable. It's been a really weird time for landlords over the last couple of years. Tenants have been a little bit angry. I think if you're a landlord, you need a property manager. The best one I know is Greg Mann. He happens to be here with me today. Greg, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
So let's say I'm a landlord and I'm trying to make the decision. Do I want to handle this myself or hire someone like you who is a property manager who does it all? What goes into that decision? Why hire a property manager?
Well, it's quite simple. It's one of your biggest assets. And let me ask you a question. If you want heart surgery, do you employ a brain surgeon?
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
employ a property manager. It's very difficult. It's complicated. It can be complex. You can be sued. You can leave yourself wide open for many, many things. We know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it.
What do you do for me as my property manager?
Well, I'll make sure your property's rented, maintained, kept clean, and re-rented, and make sure you get your money.
And then monthly, some things can come up. Maybe something goes wrong. You're right here to solve all those problems between you and the tenant, or between you and anything that happens.
Yeah, we're the cushion. So, problem at the house, tenant calls us, they don't call you. You're on vacation, enjoying yourself, we fix whatever problem it is.
How do your relationships with your vendors work, and how does that help me as my property manager?
We have, every vendor is licensed and insured. Every vendor has a 30-day pay cycle, so I don't need money up front from you. And they work very, very closely with us. We've used them for years.
Yeah. If you are a landlord, you have rental properties, do yourself a favor. Call Greg Mann right now. Do not do this on your own.
Hi, my name is Dallas Lehman, president of UM Mortgage. There has been a lot of news lately regarding interest rates. The Federal Reserve has spoken recently and reported they are committed to raising rates for the rest of this year and into the next. Now for the good news. Rates are still extremely low. The National Association of Realtors reports consumers should bear in mind that mortgage rates are still historically low. The historic average on a 30-year fixed mortgage is 8%. As we speak, Freddie Mac is averaging rates in the 4s. 2022 can still be your best year to purchase your own home or refinance to a lower rate. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rising rental payments. Call today and let's get started. Your Under One Roof team is always here for you.
Welcome back. Now it's time for the Real Estate Roundtable. We answer your questions here on the program. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page. You have Real Estate. Ask me a question right there, and we just might answer it on the TV show next week. We'd be happy to. I love answering your questions. All right, let's start with John in DeLand. Where do interest rates go from here? I know you're not mortgage brokers. Any thoughts, any instincts?
They're going to keep going up.
You think so?
Well, I mean, the Fed has proposed that there's going to be 6 raises throughout this year. So, I mean, obviously they'll keep going up. I don't think that's really necessarily going to stop people from buying.
Right. I mean, I don't either. I think that, especially in Florida, people are going to keep buying. And, you know, you can always try to lock it in, or you can look at some sort of arm. Really, when it comes to interest rates, you need to call Dallas Lehman. The phone number's on the screen. He's right there right now, 407-205-0400. Don't be afraid to ask him about a 10-1 arm or a 5-1 arm or a 15-year fix, which is going to be less too. And then keep in mind, you need to really look at, okay, what does it cost to rent this house and give money to someone else versus own it myself and gain that equity, especially if you're going to be there for a few years. I mean, is it a good time to flip? I don't know. I'm not really an expert in that, but if you're going to be there for a few years, I still think now is a perfectly good time to buy. And okay, even at 6.2%, if you look at history, we're still in pretty good shape. Just those of you that lived in the 80s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, let's go to Ryan in Orlando. I like this. He was definitely watching the show. What is it like to live at the beach full time, girls? What do you think?
I will never leave.
No?
They say,
It's the best.
They say never say never, but I mean, I literally live 7 miles from the ocean.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's such a blessing, and so
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
I think a lot of us take it for granted because we live there.
Right.
So it's like, oh, we're a few minutes from the beach. It's
Right.
no big deal. But we don't realize that there's so many people in the world that would love or do anything to live that close to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the vibe over in New Smyrna now? What's the restaurant scene like? I haven't been there in a while.
We're expanding.
Really?
We've got a few new restaurants. It's definitely growing. We've got some new restaurants coming in. We've got new restaurants just opening. I know there's like a Jimmy Hula's
Canal
opening
Street,
on
yep.
Canal. All kinds of
Yeah.
new good stuff to try, honestly.
Sweet. Awesome. All right, let's go to Windermere. Fancy. Philip in Windermere said, how do you think these rates are going to affect the real estate market?
I think it will help correct the market in itself. Again, it's the buyers are going to get a little bit less buying power and such. I think that there won't be quite as many buyers, but I completely agree with Brittany. I don't think it's going to plummet.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just going to stabilize a bit versus where we were at before, 10 offers versus
Yeah.
3. You know what I mean? So definitely still a seller's market, but
Got it. So is it still a seller's market? I mean, is that true?
it is.
It is. Okay. Sellers. So still a good time to sell too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so what's the average time on market? And I know that it's not an exact science, but are you seeing offers come in within a couple days, or is it a couple weeks now?
No, I wouldn't say weeks. I would say a few days.
Got it.
It's a few days as opposed to you getting 10 offers the first day you have it listed.
Right.
Within the first few hours. People won't even bother seeing it. They're just throwing offers in to try to get it. It's kind of slowed down to where you can actually go take a look at the property before you put an offer in on it.
I don't know if you were lucky enough to be around during these short sale days like I was, but we're talking about real estate agents waiting 9, 12, 16 months to close, waiting on the bank to approve it. Now we're getting an offer the same day. It's we've come a long way, haven't we? John in New Smyrna Beach. How does the price per square foot over here differ from a big city like Orlando? Have you ever really compared that? I don't know the answer to that. Do you think price per square foot similar, different?
I'm not super aware of what price per square foot is right this minute in Orlando, as we're more so Volusia County area, and on the coast. I know we're give or take 200 a square foot is a good average for where we're at. I've heard that at least rent and everything is way higher in Orlando, so I would assume price per square foot is probably a little higher.
Yeah, probably right. Phil in Orlando. I was thinking about buying a second home in New Smyrna Beach. Phil, not a bad idea. Are there a ton of New Yorkers coming down?
Yep.
Oh yeah? Is that
yes,
right?
there are.
Uh-oh.
There certainly are.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
There are people.
That's okay. We're not casting judgment upon anyone, right?
But I think that New Smyrna has definitely kept its small town
Yeah.
culture, even though it is expanding greatly.
Sam in Orlando, my house is worth $400,000 now, give or take. What do you think it'll be worth at the end of the year? Good question. Crystal ball, get it out.
If I had a crystal ball, I would probably say don't wait till the end of the year to sell it.
Yeah.
Because there's no guarantees. It may not go down. It may. I probably wouldn't say it's going to go up any further.
No. Down?
I mean, obviously we can't predict the market, but I personally don't see things, if they do go down, I'm not seeing them plummet, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, this is not going to be 2008, I assure you. This is not going to be another 2008. Jamie, what a pleasure to meet you. Buy the Sea Realty.
So nice to meet you too.
Brittany, is always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you for
Buy the
having
Sea
us.
Realty as well. You guys are doing a great job over there. I'm always proud of what you're doing. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Most importantly, thank you for joining me here today and every single Saturday. If you're looking to sell your home, I'll do you a favor right now. I will show it off right here on this program next week. Just call the phone number on the screen. You need to get pre-approved. Dallas Lehman continues to stand by, 407-205-0400. I'm attorney Justin Clark, and we'll see you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
Do you want to feature your home for free on our show? My name is Vivian Lehman with You Have Realty, and we've come up with a comprehensive marketing strategy to get your home sold quickly. Whether buying or selling, we have all the resources for your real estate transaction: builder, insurance, title, mortgage, and we might even know Justin Clark. All under one roof. Call us at 407-205-0400.
Student loan debt have you spending out of control? Call me today or visit youhavepower.com. I'm here with Stephen Bader, the COO of IQ Power Solar. Steve, as you know, I went solar at my house with IQ Power Solar. Thank goodness that I did. There are a lot of door-knocking companies out there. There are a lot of these sales organizations that pretend to do solar. They are not IQ Power Solar. What separates you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an exciting industry and a lot of people are getting into it, and that's a good thing, right? For the most part, no one says, oh, I want to just put as many panels on the roof. That's not a good investment. We understand home energy, we understand how to get the best return on your investment, and we understand that at the end of the day, you're not buying a solar system. No one says, I can't wait to get up and look at my system. You're buying an outcome, so that's what we focus on. We focus on an outcome, a promise, someone hold accountable for that promise, and you know, a 40-year commitment to it. So that's what we do.
Really what made us switch to solar was our electric bill was insane. It was $600–700 a month. What made me choose IQ Power was I had a bunch of people obviously come knock on my door, and I just went through and did some research on it. I liked that they were all under one contract. It wasn't multiple contractors. Everything was handled through the same individual, and they knocked everything out in a timely manner and really worked it out for us. They had the best warranties and guarantees in the business, and my wife really liked that. And they were fantastic to work with.
Thank you for what you did for me and my family, Steve. IQ Power Solar. Do yourself a favor. Give IQ Power Solar a call today. You will not regret that decision.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.